The end of the regular season is quickly approaching. The playoffs will begin about 2 weeks from today, and I feel like it's a pretty good time to let you all know what my predictions for the all-defense teams are going to be. And by the way, if you want to know my all-NBA teams, that video should be coming out in the next day or two, so stay tuned. Starting off with the all-defense first team, I believe the players chosen will be Ben Simmons, Drew Holiday, Mikal Bridges, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Rudy Gobert. I don't feel like any of these should really be too much up for debate, at least in terms of voting. First of all, you've got the three leaders, I believe right now, the three leaders for Defensive Player of the Year in Simmons, Gobert, and Giannis. I personally believe Ben Simmons should win. Maybe he won't, but I think if he doesn't, that's just got to be some anti-Sixer bias, because at this point, I don't see a real argument for Gobert over Ben Simmons. Simmons has clearly been the best defender in the NBA this season. He needs to win the award. Gobert is still elite. Giannis won Defensive Player of the Year last year, and he hasn't really gotten worse on defense, just been slightly underwhelming, and the team has been slightly underwhelming. Mikal Bridges has come out of nowhere when he got drafted like a year ago. I'm still crying inside every time I see how good he is for the Suns, because he should be a player on the Sixers, but our front office was stupid and traded him. Man, I wish we had Mikal Bridges, but he has been a beast for the Suns, who have been a fantastic defensive team this season. He should definitely be making the first team, although you could make an argument for someone else over him, which I will get to. And then Drew Holiday. I honestly don't know if Drew Holiday should make an all-defense team this season. He's very, very good when he's locked in, but the thing is, he's in his 30s now, and I believe Drew Holiday plays defense very similar to LeBron James, where when he gets locked in, he is one of the best defenders in the entire league. Drew Holiday at his peak, definitely all-team defense, like first-team all-defense player. However, he kind of takes some nights off, and he definitely takes some possessions off. Like, you just see moments where he's not really paying attention, he's not really giving full effort. However, I don't think that's going to matter. I do think that people see the highlights more, and voters are going to put him in on first team all defense. I wouldn't even have an issue with him being second team. Like, I personally think he should be on the second team. I don't believe he should be on first team, but my prediction is that that is where he's going to end up. Now, looking at the NBA second team, I have Chris Paul, Matisse Thybulle, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Bam Adebayo. I feel like, once again, none of these guys can really be argued to not be an all-defense level player, but this is definitely much more of a debate, because I'm leaving out guys like Miles Turner, Marcus Smart, and several others who are definitely in contention for this second team. So let me go through the list. First of all, Chris Paul has been arguably still the best defender on the Suns. I would definitely say it's Mikal Bridges, but Chris Paul has been huge for them, and some people would argue it's been him. The Suns are an elite defense. He should probably make this, especially with all the respect he has been getting this season for how well he has done in the Phoenix Suns. Matisse Thybulle, coming off the bench, kind of crazy to see, but the guard depth for defensive teams this year is not crazy deep. Once again, Drew Holiday's gotten a little bit older, although I do think he will still make it, but you got guys like Patrick Beverley are missing most of the season due to injury. Marcus Smart has missed a lot of the season due to injury, and that's why I don't believe he will make it, even though he does play good enough defense. I would, if he'd been healthy, I would have him over Chris Paul. I would still have Matisse Thybulle making it, however. Klay Thompson is another guy who's not even playing much of this season, or he's not playing at all this season, so he's not competing for the award. Thybulle is going to make it. People are really respecting him. I believe he's currently 5th in the Defensive Player of the Year ladder, and it's well-deserved. He is ridiculous. He holds opponents to the lowest field goal percentage of any player in the entire NBA. He's at the top of steals. He's at the top of blocks for guards. He's just an absolutely phenomenal defender, and I do think he's going to get the respect he deserves and make all-defensive second team this season, and be on the lookout for him to make a whole bunch of all-defensive teams throughout his career, specifically some first teams once he starts starting later in his career. I can't wait. Bam Adebayo has been fantastic for the Miami Heat this season. He's a very switchable defender. He's a very good rim protector when he is down there. Just a great all-around defender. Everybody knows how good Bam Adebayo is on defense. He had some Defensive Player of the Year discussions earlier this season, but the Heat have just struggled a little bit too much for him to really be in that conversation. Joel Embiid, I could see you having over him, but I just think he's missed too many games at this point. It's the same thing with the MVP. And it's the same thing that's going to keep him out of the All-NBA first team. Spoiler alert, Jokic is going to get first team over Embiid. Alright, he's just missed too many games. They're not going to give him second team over Bam Adebayo. Then you get Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins. Green is undebatable. Clearly an elite defensive player. He's actually been playing center for the Warriors more since James Wiseman went out, and they've had a better rim protection with him there than they had with Wiseman. The Warriors are one of the top 10 defensive teams in the league this season, despite the fact that they don't have that much defensive talent, and it's really a mix of Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins both playing phenomenal switchable defense. These are both players who can switch through at least 4 positions. Draymond Green can switch through 5. They're fantastic. They're fantastic defenders. I didn't expect this from Andrew Wiggins. If you told me 2 years ago Andrew Wiggins was going to be making an all-defense team, I would have said you were crazy. But here we are, and Andrew Wiggins is the player I think most likely to fall out of this. I don't know if he'll get the respect he deserves and make the all-defense team. I don't really know. However, I think because of the injuries, the missed time to a lot of other players, Andrew Wiggins will make it, and this will be the all-defense second team. So, to finish up this video, for the first team, I have Simmons, Holiday, Giannis, Bridges, and Gobert, and for the second team, I have CP3, Thibault, Green, Wiggins, and Bam Adebayo. Let me know what your predictions are in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Which ones do you agree with? Which ones do you disagree with? And who do you think is going to win the Defensive Player of the Year? And why is it Ben Simmons? If you don't have Ben Simmons, sorry, but you're wrong. Thank you all for watching. Have a good rest of your day.